Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Tonight Show. My name is Jimmy Fallon. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get to the news and jokes. Well, guys, if you haven't heard already, today we got some big news from New York's Attorney General.
Just a few minutes ago, my office filed a lawsuit against the National Rifle Association to dissolve the organization in its entirety.
Wow. The NRA, as we know it, could be gone. Thoughts and prayers. We'll work on helping, but not now. It's just too soon. Yeah, right now the NRA is in so much trouble, even Trump is afraid to wish them well. When the news broke, people were shocked, mostly because this had nothing to do with Trump. They're like, can't process news not involving Trump. That's right, no more NRA, no more Confederate flags. This is turning into the worst year of Ted Nugent's life. Please just let me keep my truck nuts. One of the biggest politicians to receive donations from the NRA is Senator Mitch McConnell. That probably explains why today he was seen breathing into his neck like it was a paper bag. Well, after the news broke, Trump was asked about the NRA, and here's what he had to say.
I think the NRA should move to Texas and lead a very good and beautiful life.
Trump was like, we have to protect the NRA. I want them to go down to Disney World and set up an NRA bubble. Speaking of the president, his campaign wants to make some changes to the debate schedule. Normally there's just 3, but check out what they're proposing.
The Trump campaign is asking for a 4th presidential debate to be held in the first week of September to get ahead of early voting.
Oh my God, we're debating about the debates? They haven't even started. I'm already exhausted. At this point, who even needs debates? Who is undecided? Who's tuning in like, I want to see what this Donald Trump guy's all about? Then I'll make my mind up. I need at least 3 debates. Haven't figured out who I'm going for yet. Then once I do, after the 3rd debate, maybe the 4th one, then I'll that's it. Actually, I don't mind another debate as long as it's just Trump naming things he sees in the room. Podium, moderator, Biden, camera, TV. That's the last day for that joke. Well, speaking of the 2020 election, it looks like Joe Biden's whittled down his options for vice president to Senator Kamala Harris and Susan Rice. Here to comment is Crystal Washington, the one black woman Joe Biden didn't interview for VP.
Hi, Jimmy. I can't talk long. Got to keep my phone lines and my Zoom lines open because I'm waiting for that beep call.
Hi, Crystal. You think you're going to get a call from Joe Biden?
Oh, I know I am. I'm a black woman with a phone. I'm just making sure my ringer's on.
Not to crush your dreams, but I don't think you're in the running for vice president.
Trust me, Jimmy. My friend Corinne got a call, Monique got a DM, and someone went to Leslie's house with a gift basket. It's only a matter of time, Jimmy.
But don't you have to be in public office to be considered?
Jimmy, I have a suit. I have one in blue, I have one in red when I'm throwing shade, and I'm more qualified than ever. I can code switch with the best of them. Look. Oh, no, Trump did it! I'll work on that.
Yeah. Well, I hope he reaches out. Is your phone on?
On.
Internet good?
Bars.
Pager?
What?
Is your pager on?
Who uses a pager?
Biden.
Oh, good point, Jimmy. Old school, ready.
Carrier pigeon?
She ready, too. I'm sure I'll hear sometime today, and if that doesn't work out, I have an offer to retroactively join the cast of Friends.
Well, congratulations. Crystal Washington, everybody. Here's some more big political news, and it's not going to make the president happy.
Manhattan District Attorney to subpoena Donald Trump's longtime lender, Deutsche Bank, for financial records related to him and his company.
In response, Trump was like, after all the bankruptcies I've filed, this is how they treat me? How is a bank still lending to Trump? It's like Avis renting cars to Hobbs and Shaw. Well, Trump's trying to put all this bad press behind him. He's not helping himself. During a speech today in Ohio, he tried to talk about Thailand, but listen to how he pronounced it.
Your foreign competitors move their factories to prevent a level playing field and to avoid liability. shifting production to Thailand.
Oh, God,
to Vietnam.
no.
To quote my good friend Thomas the Tank Engine.
Meanwhile, last night, Trump held another coronavirus press briefing, and he accidentally called Dr. Birx Dr. Burke twice. Well, to defend himself, Trump put out this video. Check it out.
I'm Donald J. Trump, here to talk about all my fantastic staffers whose names I totally know. Staffers like Steve Munchkins, Dr. Fakey, Busty Divorcee, Jarul Kushpal, KFC McDonald's, Loser DJ, John Goodman, Hannibal Lecter, the Smothers Brothers, and of course, Mike Penis.
Oh, come on. What is he talking? What is he talking? No, Loser DJ. He thinks the guy's name is Loser DJ. Well, guys, as the pandemic rolls on with no end in sight, there's only one thing everyone's looking for, but no one can find.
Reuters has learned that the shortage of Clorox wipes likely will last into 2021.
2021? Are they making these or mining them from a mountain in Madagascar? That'll be great in 2021 when we have a vaccine and 10 billion extra Clorox wipes. Come on, Clorox, this is it. This is your big moment. If there were a dust pandemic, you think Swiffer would be like, that? We'll get you next year. Swiffer would be on it. I'm sorry. The mask. But people have been keeping busy during this. In fact, Nintendo just reported a 428% surge in profits due to the lockdown gaming boom. You can tell Nintendo is making a fortune because in the latest game, Mario spends an entire level sitting on a gold bidet. This is the good life. Yep, Mario and Luigi aren't even plumbers anymore. Now they're on Martha's Vineyard with the Winklevoss twins. And finally, these days, it can feel like there's a lot going wrong in the world, and sometimes you just wish you could make it right. Well, luckily, we're able to do that here at The Tonight Show. It's time for This Week Made Right. Check it out.
And here's the SpaceX shuttle splashing down. Right now, Houston's filling in the astronauts on what they missed on Earth, like coronavirus, murder hornets, Mulan costing $30 on Disney+, and they're leaving. That checks out.
Welcome back. This morning, Microsoft says it is still discussing a potential purchase of TikTok days after President Trump said he might ban the popular video app. Joining me to discuss this, Assistant to the President, Peter Navarro. Peter, thanks for taking the time this morning.
That's right. 3 stranded men were saved after rescuers saw their message in the sand. Luckily, they chose a message that really got the search team's attention.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and